gonna be completely honest with you guys. I think in the content making world, there are enough people that are making themselves have it all together, like they're this perfect image. One of the reasons that I do this, I want to encourage you in real life.
Mixed emotions on this one. It's definitely not flattering, but neither is pregnancy, so
We are done shopping. It's time to go home.
Hi everyone, it's Kenzie Yancey here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Lately I felt like I need some clothing as this belly grows. No one warned me about how your belly grows so much faster the second time, and I've heard it just like continues with the third and fourth. It's like that much. So I just feel like I need some clothing. Oh, sorry, honey. Yeah, mommy got this for you. Crayons for Daisy. They're actually a really good price on Amazon, and I was like, well, I may as well snatch those up. It saves me for a trip to the dollar store. Because she's starting to like coloring and that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyways, back to that. I guess I would have been working when I was pregnant with Daisy. So I have a lot of like professional office clothing that would work, but that's not my vibe now, is that I'm a stay-at-home mom and just like, yeah, I'm going for like casual, cutesy, like that kind of look. And I just don't feel like I have that. I hate that every morning I dread getting dressed because either I can squish into something but I'm not comfortable, or yeah, just not feeling great. So I needed for sure jeans. So I grabbed these off Amazon. They had amazing reviews. They have so many different colors. And I was like, hey, I will give them a shot. And you know what? Like if I love them, maybe I'll grab another pair in a different color. But I thought it'd be fun to unbox these with you guys. So far, I'm like really happy with the color. I think those are really cute. Something that's different about these jeans is that most maternity clothing has like a band that goes over your belly, but these ones, they don't have that. They actually just have the sides are stretchy, and then as your belly grows, you can use this extender right here. So let's try these on, see if I'm happy with them. They look pretty big. We'll see. Okay, they are on. I don't know. They're okay. So here's what I'm dealing with. So this is actually how they look on. So interesting. The button up here kind of sticks out a bit, so it's kind of causing that. I will say they are super comfortable, the most comfortable maternity jeans I've ever put on. So for that reason, I'm kind of don't want to like return them, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe I just need to continue the search. They're a little bit on the big side, but I'm also like, hey, as the bump grows, will I like grow into them? But I also paid enough for them that I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I think if you find that you're a bit of like, if you would fit kind of bigger in like the hip area, these would be such a good find. I don't know. I guess true. I could put them in, like if I put them in the dryer, they might shrink a bit. They're maybe not the best fit for my type of body, but I also think I'll keep them and maybe order a couple other things online and then compare, and then we can go from there. Kind of bummed that they didn't like fit like a dime and weren't like, oh my goodness, I love these so much, because I'm just that desperate for pants. But anyways, the other thing we're doing today is we're gonna head for the morning into town and go to like Winners and Marshalls. I also just need some tops that like I feel good in, that I'm excited to wear, that fit the belly. And I don't know, maybe I can find some jeans. But like honestly, maternity in store is like pretty much non-existent. I remember being pregnant with Daisy and like going to stores being like, do you have a maternity section? Do you have a maternity section? Everyone's like, no, sorry, like we used to, but we don't anymore. It's kind of annoying. And then as soon as like you tag maternity onto it, they like add $20 to the price, like, which is like so unfair. It's like, one, I'm not feeling my greatest. Two, you're already like struggling with body image, and then you have to be paying more, and then you spend money on things that like you don't even feel good in, and you're like, hey, may as well just wear PJs all day, which isn't a bad idea either. Okay, well, we're gonna get packed up and let's head to Winners and Marshalls and see if I can get excited about something. Rule number 1 of solo shopping with your toddler: start your day off with a good breakfast. That should be every day. Start it off with a good breakfast. If you're leaving the house feeling like you could have the potential of getting hangry while you're out, eat a piece of chicken breast. Always bring an apple. And you guys already know, pack the snacks for the toddler. Like, you need all the snacks, because there will be times where I'm trying to look at clothes and she needs a distraction. So those are in the diaper bag. Mama's gonna need an apple on the way. And let's see what we can do. Okay, I'm running out of energy because I made a few stops before this, but I'm finally at Marshall's. Okay, we have 12 things, so let's see if any of them are a win. Mixed emotions on this one. It's definitely not flattering, but neither is pregnancy, so no, it's very, very comfortable. How much is it? That's always a good telltale. Okay, I'm tempted with these. They are a drawstring short, but then also a button. I can't get the button done, but they're drawstrings, so that could be really great. That's so far my no pile. We are running out of time with this, girls. Do you like them, Daisy? What do you think? I don't know about this shirt, guys. Okay, we are done shopping. It's time to go home. Every time I take my daughter with me clothes shopping, I immediately regret it. I mean, you can't blame them. It's so boring, but it sure does take the fun out of it when you have a kid that's just whining. And okay, to be fair, she does have like a cold right now, so I think that that's not in her favor, but it's okay. Curious, do you guys go clothes shopping with your kids, or do you just know to find a babysitter that day? Let me know. I did find 3 shirts that I am excited about, so I'll show you those when we get home. The one's very my style, very cute. The other one I like, and the other one is pretty out of my comfort zone, but I kind of think I need to get out of my comfort zone a bit with my clothing. So yeah, pants were no go. I think I tried on like 8 or 9 pairs of like pants, and they weren't maternity, so I can't expect them to be amazing, but I've seen some stuff about the drawstring thing that can work, but I don't know, none of them really work good. So anyways, now we have about a 15-20 minute drive home, and it's 11:30, so gotta keep this kiddo awake or else we're gonna ruin our afternoon nap. So wish me luck. All right, we are at home again. I am glad we're at home again. Daisy stayed awake. I put some Cocomelon on my phone for her because we left the parking lot and she was snoring. I was like, no, this is not happening. It's really nice to only be doing the one nap in the afternoon now, but man, like, I feel like anytime after 10:30, if we are in the car, it is dangerous territory. Okay, My mom stopped by and Randall came home for lunch, so the vlog went on hold. Daisy had her nap and I honestly rested at the same time because I am whipped today. I did a bunch of outdoor work yesterday and didn't sleep good last night. So, I don't know. I'm feeling whipped and maybe I shouldn't have gone out this morning. I didn't realize that I was feeling this way or that I was going to stick around in the morning. But anyways, I was happy that I went out this morning because I did find some stuff that I'm pretty pumped about. I ended up going to Once Upon a Child as well. And I found some awesome stuff for Daisy. I mean, honestly, it was a pretty quick through the clothes, but she has been needing some sandals, just like Crocs or something. So I got these little Crocs. They even have a couple gibbets on them. So I was pretty happy about those. They're in great shape. And if I give them a little clean, they'll look almost brand new. Those were $11. So, and they are like the real Croc brand, if that matters or not. And I found this dress that I was like, I can't leave this. I can't leave this there. It has the cutest little ruffle, and then the detail on the bottom is adorable. And then the back, it needs a good iron, but has a bow. So this is the back then. Oh my goodness, so cute. And then I found these sandals that will also work perfectly for summer, but also with this dress. Whoop. They're little Gap sandals. They have like the little scalloped edges. I just thought that was so cute. They're like a leathery, but then they have like that braided look. So very excited about those. I spent $6 on these sandals, and what was this dress? $4.50 on this cute little dress. We grabbed a pack of 5 people, these little people. I already lost the other 3. No, they're just around the house somewhere. Daisy is definitely in the stage where she just loves like these little people. And so I was like, these will actually be perfect for like church toys or in the vehicle and whatever. The other thing I grabbed at Once Upon a Child is this toy truck. It dumps. Oops. It dumps. So I was excited about that because I need more outdoor toys for Daisy, and then also toys to like take camping this summer. I don't know, maybe this is a little bit big for outdoor or for camping toys, but we will see. I spent $8.50 and this truck like looks brand new as well. So here, I'm gonna play with it. You can put your little people in there. Then on to my stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, so I had stopped at Once Upon a Child, and then I picked up shoes that my mom had ordered online that was like a store right beside Once Upon a Child. And then actually I picked up pottery, which I wanted to show you guys. My brother's fiance and my little cousin and I, we went and painted at, it's called Crockadoodle. So you just pick like a piece of pottery and you get to paint it. We all ended up picking these like little mini bud vases. We all just thought they were so cute. So I picked those up, and yeah, they are really cute. So these are all painted. So that's a fun little activity if you're looking for something crafty to do. They have all kinds of things that you can paint there, and I want to say like it's decent priced. Like, I mean, you have to think about it as an experience as well, because you do definitely pay. So like for a bud vase like that, I think it was honestly only like $12 to $15.
And then the paint and stuff that you paint with it, like paint on it, that's included. So that's really reasonable, but you can get things that are more like 15 or more like range from like $70 to $80. And then onto the fun stuff for myself. I got 3 shirts that I'm excited about. The first one here is just a very pretty, definitely like need a tank top underneath, but it has very pretty blue floral notes, and then the sleeves are kind of fun and poofy. So for that one, I honestly think these might have all been the same price. This one was $29.99. It also has like those cute little buttons there. So yeah, happy about that one. This one is more of like, I would say casual, but you can dress it up or down. Just like a nice, very lightweight button down, kind of your bluey, denim-y look, but still very soft. I picture that with like maybe some black jeans. And then this was the one that I got that is kind of out of my comfort zone, but also something I'm like, that's pretty fun and cute. Pink stripes. Again, it's actually kind of like a linen-y feel. Something I'll need to wear a tank top with again. But like honestly, with pregnancy, I almost always wear a tank top just to kind of keep everything together. So that's not an issue. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these were all $29.99. So spent about $100 for 3 shirts. And I feel so much better about like what to wear. And I think if I can just nail down jeans now, then I'll feel that much better. I'm gonna try on those Amazon pants again from this morning with like these tops now and see if I like that better, just with like the shirts kind of fitting me better. And yeah, let's see what it looks like. Okay, here is the first top. Very cute. I love it so much. And it's just so pretty. I could see myself wearing this to a day out with friends or like a dinner date. Even like if you're just feeling like jeans and a shirt for church. So I'm really happy with this find. And honestly, for $30, it feels like a good quality. I definitely won't throw it in the dryer or anything, but hang drying is totally fine. Hello. This is the pink one, pink stripes. Yeah, so again, very fun. I just have to remind myself, this isn't the season to be looking snatched. No duh. But like, I think once I learned to just embrace this look, this is super fun. And these jeans are kind of growing on me. I feel like they're very comfortable. And maybe if I run them through the dryer, they'll just shrink a bit. Because I can't get a smaller size. Excuse me. And last but not least, this one. Yep, happy with that. Very comfortable. Very much can see myself pulling this off the rack often. All right, well, with that being said, it's time to get some laundry done. Wash up these clothes, and I got a basket in the closet waiting to be washed too. So we will see if we can at least get that accomplished this afternoon with me feeling the way I am. It's Friday night. I just put Daisy down for bedtime. I feel like it's like probably 8:15 or something. Randall is out planting. We've had couple of rainy days the last few days, so today was like finally like a nice day. The sun came out and it was a good drying day. They haven't been able to be on the fields much at all the last few days, so they are definitely feeling the pressure of getting the seed into the ground. So he was gonna finish up a field tonight that he got rained out at, actually. So it's still bright outside, and I have so much going on around the property right now. We have a big pile of mulch sitting up front that needs to get distributed on the flower beds, and but before that happens, I still need to do a bunch of edging around flower beds and trees. So that is tomorrow's project. Along with that, I have lots of planters that I want to fill with pretty flowers. So yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I went to the greenhouse with my mom, and so many pretty flowers that I came home with, and I cannot wait. I have so many planters like around the deck. I have 2 hanging baskets that I'm just gonna fill with flowers that I bought from the greenhouse. I am trying to pace myself because just with pregnancy, I'm in the 18th, I'm almost in the 19th week. I cannot believe I'm almost halfway there. That is just wild. But I still, if I overdo it in a day, the next day I'm just like a write-off, and it's just not worth it. So I've kind of felt like I had a bit of a busy day today. I know I could be out there edging, and I would love to be, but I know that that's gonna overdo my body. But I think I can push myself to put a couple planters together. So as I was putting Daisy down for bed, I was like, oh yeah, I'll put a couple planters together because I still have some energy before bedtime while Randall's out anyways. And then I was like, oh my goodness, no. Like I can, and then I was like, oh shoot, like I really wanted to video it for you guys and like kind of like show you how I put a planter together. Guys, I'm not a professional here, but like I said, I believe anyone could do this. So I was like, no, like I can't video. Like I literally am wearing like, I literally put the first thing on that I saw when I got home tonight, and I have no makeup on, my hair's so greasy. And then I was like, whoa, hold up. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I think in the content making world, the YouTube, the Instagram, all the platforms, there are enough people that are making themselves look like they have it all together, like they're this perfect image. And one of the reasons that I do this, that I show up for you guys on YouTube, on Instagram, is because I want to encourage you in real life. And I know that none of you have it all together all the time. And I know that your hair is not completely clean every day, all day. The list goes on. And I want to show up for you guys, and I want to be completely real with you guys. That is why I do this. So in that moment, when I was gonna not video for you tonight, because I was like, I look like I need a shower. I look like I need to go to bed. And my clothes are like this. And I'm like, no, this is when you show up. This is what they need to see. They need to be encouraged by this. And just like, hey, it's okay. Like, I bought this at the thrift store, and I'm not ashamed of that. Like, I don't have all the money to be spending hundreds of dollars on these name brand sweaters, like, all the time. Like, yeah. So I'm here, I'm showing up for you guys, and I'm being completely transparent and honest, and I hope that you enjoy just like watching me put this planter together. Again, there's no cookie cutter way. That's the beauty of it. You put it together the way you want it. You choose the flowers. Do you like the dainty little flowers? Do you like the big flowers? Do you like a bam, or do you like more just soft and subtle? It's so fun. It's so good. It's way more affordable. And all summer long, you're thinking about how you put effort and your creativity into this masterpiece, and you get to enjoy that. So let's see what we can get done. Again, I'm not going to overdo it. So I'm just going to go until I feel like, okay, I need to take a break, and we'll see what we accomplish. a crazy weekend. No, I'm good. I'm just tired. I don't know why I feel so exhausted. I'm guessing it has something to do with pregnancy. I'm guessing it has something to do with going hard this weekend on yard work and just busy days. Past weekend we got a bunch of rain, and so Randall couldn't be on the fields, but we were able to actually get our yard work done, like edging, mulching, all those things. So that feels so good. But oh my goodness, like we were doing the yard work and Randall would look at me and I'd be like, I'm so tired. Like, man, which would have to do with pregnancy. Like, just you're not able to do as much as you're used to doing. And it's humbling for a girl like me that likes to just go hard, push myself. And so it's good to have a husband that's like, it's fine, take a break. Like, don't overdo it. It's fine. Like, this is not worth getting hurt or sick about. So anyways, it feels really good to have that done. And Monday was a holiday here. Well, I say holiday, but it's never a holiday in our lives because it's the middle of planting season. So Randall's always working if the weather is nice. So Daisy and I had a day around here, but I got my garden planted, which also was so nice to get done, but also a lot of work. It was my first year planting the garden without Randall, so that was like a big deal because like just like the spacing of everything, measuring, like I don't know, but I feel really proud of myself that I got it done. And like the fact that I literally did it from step one without his help is a big deal in my eyes because like he's the one that's been teaching me how to garden since we got married. So we're gonna count that as a win, even though it's way more fun being able to do it with him. We got chickens on the weekend. We have an addition of 6 new family members around our house. There's 5 brown hens and then 1 rooster. I have a love-hate relationship with this rooster because I think it's kind of cool that we have a rooster, but at the same time, he wakes us up every morning at 5-ish, 5:15, somewhere in there, with his little call. Not little, it's loud. Randall and I are giving it some time because we're like, let's give it some time and see if like our bodies just adjust to it and then we won't wake up. But if like a couple of weeks go by and we still wake up at like 5, he's going to the farm because 5 o'clock's way too early, especially because Daisy usually gets up between 6:30. That like by the time I can go back to sleep after like he's done his like morning, I feel like when he starts around 5, he goes for a good like half an hour or something, and then he kind of calms down and it's just once in a while, and that's when you can like go back to sleep. But then if Daisy's waking up in like half an hour to 45 minutes, then it's like you finally feel like you just got back to sleep, and then she's awake and it's like, okay, so I may as well have gotten up at 5. But no, we're having so much fun. Guys, if you are on the fence about getting like chickens, like, so I should clarify, like these are laying hens, so we collect eggs every day and it's been really fun. And then yesterday was actually my birthday, so that was fun. My mom and my aunt and grandma took me to a nursery that I had never been to, and it was a really lovely nursery. And then we had a family dinner here in the evening. Every Tuesday night, my parents bring dinner to our house and my whole family gets together. So I have one older brother and his fiance, so we all get together every Tuesday night. My parents bring dinner. We have it at our house ever since we had Daisy, because then we can put her to bed. We are spoiled in that way. Like, it is such a gift to be able to do something like that. Always having Tuesday nights is like knowing I don't have to cook is such a treat. And so yeah, it ended up falling on my birthday, and we just kept that. So that was really fun. I wanted to process something with you guys on here. So a couple weeks ago, we just had Mother's Day, and then yesterday was my birthday. I'm trying to put into words what kind of girl I am. Like, I'm not an extravagant girl. I would say I'm pretty practical. When it comes to gifts, I'm very minimalist. Like, I'd probably rather like someone's like, hey, I want to take you out for dinner for your birthday, over like them spending $50 on something that like I don't need or don't like, because I would say I'm like kind of picky with what I have in my home, what I wear, that kind of stuff. Like, even my mom will say, like, she'll be like, I don't buy you clothes, I don't buy you decor, because like you are just like, you're picky. And I'm like, that's totally fair. I've just really been like, I guess like processing and dealing with expectations. So that being said, I'm not a gift person, but I would be a person that would tend to be kind of like, I don't want to say like spoil me. This sounds really, really bad. Not spoil me, but like make it special. I think special is the word I'm trying to get at, because I would love like the picture perfect, like just like being served all day. I feel like just in this season of motherhood, you're just doing a lot of just serving, and not even just motherhood, but as a wife, like that's how I choose to see my position in the home, is to serve my family, to serve my husband. It's an honor, it's a privilege. Like, there's no other way I would have it, and that's why I don't want you guys to misunderstand me here, because I'm thankful for this opportunity. I see it as a privilege, and I see it as a beautiful responsibility. But I think in the same breath, there's area for, like, let's talk about how it's hard. There can be days where you're like, I'm exhausted, or quite frankly, like, I don't remember the last time someone else poured me a glass of water or made me a sandwich. And those are thoughts that are in my mind sometimes, and they come and I'm ashamed of them, because it's like, I know that isn't the heart of servanthood. I know that's not what God calls us. Like, God, it says in scripture, like, those that choose to be last will be first. And like, just to like lay down your life for Jesus, like, that doesn't look like practically, that looks like giving up of self. And in the season I'm in, giving up of myself is doing the things every day, all day, serving my family, serving my child, and not getting credited for it. And even on those special days like Mother's Day and my birthday, you still have to do it. And now, like, I do want to like put a plug in, like, we are going through one of the busiest seasons of our year with Randall planting and like farming and stuff. So like, he is at his max capacity with work, and I'm so thankful for how he runs the business and how he works so hard and effort, like, and he takes care of us so well in so many ways. But you know what, like, even the most incredible person you know has this capacity that, like, there's a point where they need grace. On my birthday, I was running out stuff to the guys or whatever on the fields, and I was kind of like, just like bummed a bit. Like, I was just like, you know what, like, this is my birthday, like, and I was feeling tired and whatever, and God spoke to me there, and the Holy Spirit just reminded me, like, this is your calling. And then just the whole, what you're doing is not for waste. And just reminded me, like, I pray, like, Lord, like, help me surrender my life to you, Lord, like, use me. And in that moment, I was like, I am being used for my purpose right now. And that looks like serving my husband and helping him how I can. It looks like taking care of my grumpy daughter that woke up way too early on my birthday. And it looks like just living life, and not only living life, but also choosing to have the right spirit within me. So like, am I doing this with joy? There's a clear difference between someone that is serving with joy or serving with the baseline of just, I know I need to do this. And don't get me wrong, there are days where I'm like, ugh, it's like a choice. It's like, okay, I am happy to show up today. And there's grace for that, guys. Don't get me wrong, there's grace for that. But all in all, I guess I'm just encouraging you, and also just like wanting to be real with you guys, that if you have days where you're just feeling like I'm burnt out, or you feel like your efforts are going unnoticed, you are not sure what your purpose is, or sometimes maybe questioning, like, is what I'm doing even mattering in the grand scheme of things? And I guess I want to encourage you that I have had the same thoughts, and those are lies from the enemy. And I guess I want to encourage you to keep going, keep showing up for your family. It's beautiful work, and there's so many blessings and joys throughout a day of being a wife and a mom and a housekeeper of a home. And I just want to encourage you that when you have your eyes on the right things, on the right motivators, I guess you could call them, then your work is fulfilling and you do see the blessing in it. I hope that just like me showing up and being vulnerable with you guys on things I have to let go, my human nature, the desires of my flesh, and I just honestly just want to glorify God with my life. And I firmly believe that right now what He has called me to do is to be a joyful servant in my home, serving my family, serving my husband. Obviously, it doesn't stop there. There's so many opportunities to get him to do serving through community and your church, and the littlest things, interactions at the grocery store. But on the day-to-day basis, what sometimes is the hardest to do is the things behind closed doors that seem to go unnoticed but are so repetitive. Well, it was so good to chat with you guys again. I hope that you're all doing well. Again, I love to hear from you guys in the comments section. Let me know what you guys have been up to. Are you guys all done your flower beds and landscaping of your property? Did you put your flower planters together? Is that something you like to just go and buy at a nursery, or do you also enjoy putting the planters together? There's no shame either way. Also, the chicken thing. If you have chickens and have any like interesting facts or helpful tricks and tips for us, comment that below, because we could use anything. Follow me on Instagram. I did post a little bit about chickens on there already, so you got a little teaser there, but I do plan to go into depth a bit more on here. And be encouraged wherever you are at in life, wherever God has you, bring joy to that place. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if it's something that you're enjoying watching, and if you'd like